What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and this is the What Actually Happened Stephen Thompson versus Geoff Neal. What a performance by Wonderboy. I mean, prime Wonderboy, without a doubt. He looked excellent on the feet. He controlled range tremendously. He landed beautiful strikes, was able to string together combinations, use his angles, moved out of the way of shots, blocked shots, beautiful kicks. I mean, the performance was almost spotless. Granted, he did get touched up by Geoff Neal a few times. Some clean shots did land. The headbutt, unfortunately, early did cut both of them open. Did that affect the outcome of the fight? I don't believe so, but it definitely did do some damage on their faces and maybe threw off something in there for Neal, maybe more so than Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, because the momentum was all towards Wonderboy throughout. And I'm really impressed by him. I think that moving forward, Wonderboy needs to still be taken very seriously as a threat for the title. I think he is potentially a title challenger in the next year. I think he still has another run in him. And if I have to choose what is next for both fighters, if I'm going to give the next matchup, for Wonderboy, I like two names. I like Michael Chiesa or Neil Magny. If they want to give him somebody I feel that has more value in the name at this point, I would say go with Chiesa, actually, because Michael Chiesa beat RDA. I mean, the last loss, funny enough, for both these men, Chiesa and Wonderboy, was Anthony Pettis. And I would like to see these two fight. Nothing with Pettis has to do with this bout here, but I still think it's something to bring up. Just an interesting note: Anthony Pettis can beat anybody on any given night. He also won earlier on this same card. I don't think the loss that Wonderboy faced against him really is hurting him now. I don't think it hurts his stock anymore. I think he's moved past it. His performance against Neal was excellent. I want to see the Chiesa fight. If not, the Neil Magny fight could potentially be interesting because just how tall Neil Magny is. Would that be enough to pose some serious threat on the feet with Wonderboy? Somebody with much more reach than him, maybe even controls range. Maybe not better, but can control the range, even though Neil Magny sometimes chooses to come too close to his opponents and likes to grapple. I like the possibility of either of those fights. If I'm going with the higher level matchup, I'm going with Chiesa. If they want to still hold Wonderboy back a bit more, I think go Neil Magny. I think the Chiesa fight, though, definitely does sell, and I think it's very interesting. I do definitely lean Wonderboy, but at least you get to see him against a very good grappler before they put him in there against the likes of the current champion, Kamaru Usman, or whoever I guess would win the bout between Burns and Usman, because both are excellent on the ground. I honestly am really excited to see what's next for Wonderboy, but that, I think, is my two options, and I think the UFC will probably decide between those two. I think those are realistic options. Now, for Neal, coming off a disappointing defeat, first really bad loss he's taken, I believe, in the UFC. I mean, if you looked at him earlier on, was looking excellent, knocking out fighters. He comes in there and he takes on Wonderboy, who best hands, maybe, in the best everything in the division as far as striking goes. I mean, almost impossible to close range on consistently. The way he moves is just very high level. The way he blocks strikes is unorthodox, and it works very efficiently. Yeah, I mean, Geoff Neal hadn't lost in the UFC. He was on an unbeaten streak, was knocking guys out. He loses to Thompson, but I don't think all hope is lost here. He's still a top fighter in the welterweight division, and he lost to probably one of the top guys. And in my opinion, as I said, the striking, he's going to be the best guy. It's going to be Wonderboy. We saw what he did to Vicente Luque, and that's why I actually think Neal could fight Vicente Luque next. I think that's an interesting matchup. Yes, Luque's come off wins, Neal coming off a loss, but I still would like to see that fight. I think it's a very fun fight. I think Neal has a real possibility of winning that matchup as well, and I think Luque would have chances too. I think it's competitive, and I think it's an action-packed fight that could definitely be on a main card on a pay-per-view, or even one of the main bouts on a free TV fight card on ESPN+. But honestly, good options for both fighters. Excellent main event we had here, UFC Vegas 17. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and I will see you all in the next video.